When I grow up, I want to be a diver.
When I grow up, I want to be a soccer player.
When I grow up, I want to be an author.
When I grow up, I want to be a professional dancer.
When I grow up, I want to be a rock star.
When I want to grow up, I want to be a fairy princess.
When I grow up, I want to be an elephant.
I've always known that Tualatin is one of America's best communities, but what's really great is the way we come together on big issues. We're competing right now for up to $3 million to connect our children and our underserved population with science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We're developing a pipeline of our workforce for tomorrow.
There's so much data that shows that kids decide really early on what their academic strengths are. And we know that as early as 5th grade, kids are deciding that they are good at math, they're not good at math, they like science, they don't like science. But they really don't have very much information on which to make those decisions. We need to engage them and make it fun early so that they're not leaving just because they didn't like fractions in 4th grade.
Beginning to consider career opportunities early in life gives you more experience and more time with different industries as you grow older, and then you can find one that you're very interested in that you might want to pursue for a career. I want to be an engineer, so learning the processes that go into machining and fabrication make it easier to incorporate those processes into design, which can lead to both cheaper, more cost-effective, and quicker designs.
Kids have not had an opportunity to be able to really touch the way things are made in the last number of generations. And one of the critical parts of STEAM, STEM, CTE education is that ability to be able to touch and feel what happens in the theory. So it's putting theory and practice together. The earlier that we can do that, the earlier a child can find out what their future potentially could be and how they can be engaged better in education.
I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. When I look at what's going on in the future and where their opportunities lie, it really is in the science, technology, arts, math, engineering. That's where the fields of our future are. So we have to be able to have a way to move those kids forward into those types of jobs. Those are real jobs for our community. Local communities like Tualatin need a skilled and educated workforce that can live, work, and shop and play right here in their community. Ideally, if we can build community-based education opportunities outside of the regular traditional K-12 schools and make sure that that's accessible to kids year-round, then we have the opportunity to make sure those kids are getting the right pathways that they need, and that does help our economy. It does make sure that people can afford to live in Oregon and be here and be a contributing part of the community.
It's amazing what can happen when you integrate all the different disciplines together, because then they all start working together. You have that engineering side, the mathematical, which can be very different, as well as bringing the arts in too, and the creativity and getting them all working together.
Arts are an important part of our vision because arts help inspire innovative and I think sort of non-linear thinking. Science is a very sort of linear approach, engineering a linear approach to solving problems typically. But when you bring in the artistic aspect, it helps people think outside the box, come up with different sorts of solutions. And those are really important in terms of business and science and engineering advances, is to come up with something that's different and really innovative.
Most kids don't really have a directed path early in their life. I think the more influence that you can have at that early stage just opens doors, opens their thinking, and I think it gives our young people an opportunity to really look at what's current and what's going to be relevant down the future.
STEM education on a personal level is opportunity. It's all about opportunity. We know that moving into the future that the vast majority of jobs are going to require STEM skills. And those jobs are good paying jobs.
STEAM education can change lives by giving kids opportunities that they might not otherwise have to learn what they enjoy doing, what they're good at doing, and it can help prepare them for doing new and interesting and different things later in life.
So we have diversity in our business sector, we have diversity in our population, and now this opportunity will allow us to take that diversity and continue having living wage, family wage jobs for the future of our kids. So today I believe we are one of America's best communities, and with this help we're going to stay that way into the future.
Tualatin is America's best city, so get involved, help changing lives by visiting www.tualatinabc.org.
Because we are the best.
Because we're the best. We're the best.
Because we're the best.
Because we're the best. Because we're the best.
Because we're the best.
Because we're the best.
Because we're the best.
Stay tuned for our next video where you can learn about our plans to share STEAM education with kids through our mobile makerspace.